YouTube is weird. I mean, first of all, I don't even really exist. You're watching a past representation of me, and right now, I could be scamming homeless people or eating pizza, and you have no idea what I'm doing. Yet you trust me enough through these videos to build a parasocial relationship with me, so one day I can write a cash grab YouTuber book and you will buy it. This video hardly exists. It's YouTube's imaginary representation of a video file that used to exist on my computer, which is just a camera's interpretation of what it thinks that I look like. Billions of these figments of other people's imagination are put onto YouTube's platform so you can consume, build up enough trust with someone to buy their $80 merch, and that is the end goal, and I love it. YouTube is incredible. Control-C, Control-V. That is called copy-paste, and the copy-paste function single-handedly alone represents exactly how crazy, magnificent, scary, and absolutely, I don't know, mind-boggling the internet, and specifically YouTube, really is. You can take letters on Google Docs, copy-paste them, and you have created something out of nothing. You have just been given so much freedom, because if you think about it, everything in the world has physical limitations, but YouTube, the #1 reason I believe it's very weird and strange, is that everything except our thoughts in the internet has physical limitations, and when you remove those, we go berserk because we're humans. Humans want freedom. We hate anything that limits us. We also hate the unpredictable. We hate the unknown, and the internet brings both of those on steroids to every part of our life, which is why it's so feared, hated, and why it's so controversial, and why you can find anything amazing and horrible on the internet at the exact same time. I mean, it's great, but it's also not great because humans are stupid, of course, we all know that. For example, Jack Conte, the creator of Patreon, said something very insightful to this point.
Suppose you're a total weirdo and your taste is really out there, and in your town it's 1 in 1,000 people who like your thing. Like, nobody likes your thing. On the internet there are 2 million people who like your thing if your ratio of 1 in 1,000 holds up.
And if we relate the 1 in 1,000 thing to YouTube niches, imagine if you are very interested in underwater basket weaving, you can find millions of other people online, probably, that also vibe with the same thing, whether it's just on the internet in general or especially on YouTube. If you like a sub niche of a sub niche of a sub niche of a sub niche because you are genuinely just an extremely weird person, you can find your other people on the internet. Most people in my real life don't want to hear me talk about things all the time, but the minority of people that do congregate on this YouTube page to hear me yap. That is incredible. That's why I love YouTube, because all the things that I can't do in normal life, I can do here. Now, obviously, this unlimited access to the internet definitely makes for some weird things to happen. Memes with absolutely no context. You got the low taper fade, just blows up, and no one knows where it came from. If that were to blow up in like a physical community, you'd need some context. It wouldn't be funny if it just blew up. You'd just be like, oh, can you explain that to me? And if no one did, you'd never laugh. But for some reason, on the internet, since we don't expect physical limitations, sometimes we're just okay with no context. I think the internet is just a massive lesson to not give humans a whole lot of freedom. Of course, any freedom and autonomy have a lot of implications, especially when there are lots of idiots involved, in which there are on the internet. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm attributing this to Spider-Man, but I really don't know. As George Bernard Shaw said, liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. People have the freedom to express opinions, create whatever they want, but then there are also repercussions that come with that. You have to be responsible with this stuff, and we see lots of examples in which we aren't. You ever left a comment on a YouTube video and 5 seconds later you're like, why did I say that? You go back to delete it, and for some reason, because YouTube is stupid, it doesn't show your comment anymore, so you just know it's floating around out there. Say goodbye to your credibility on your YouTube channel now. What did you just say? Not that I really have said anything like terrible, especially on this channel, but still, it happens sometimes. Because freedom can lead to demise if not handled properly. Freedom is never more than 1 generation away from extinction. Ronald Reagan said that. I mean, obviously, you don't want less freedom, but the more freedom you have, the idiots will often screw it up. Specifically on YouTube, you have certain things like, I don't know, I'll say something far-fetched, but YouTube Shorts. There is a lot of freedom there, and really, I'm backlash to it. I don't watch Shorts anymore because it's so ruined by the people who are irresponsible and downright stupid. But then there are also people who are creating incredible stuff, the people that are responsible. But then YouTube Shorts has been ruined for a bunch of people like me. Now, I don't want to make this seem like a ramble, but basically there are many conclusions you can draw about YouTube and freedom and policies and all of that, and all the things that we've said. Basically what I'm saying is we have a lot of freedom on YouTube. That leads to a lot of responsibility, a lot of trouble, and also it just makes it downright weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. That's YouTube for you. Possibly the strangest part of YouTube is our parasocial relationships. These things are extremely weird, and the more you think about them, the more your head hurts, because it's like, why do I like this person? For those who don't know, a parasocial relationship is a one-sided relationship that a viewer forms with a media persona, such as a celebrity or social media influencer. Basically, the creator, me, doesn't know anything about the viewer, you. I can get to know you through comments and whatnot, and I can get to know you as a collective, but I can only so much get to know you on an individual basis. I feel like I am best friends with Drew Gooden. I feel like we go way back. Like, we could talk about anything. I watch any one of his videos, even if it's on a topic that I don't want to hear anything about, but it's him talking and I want him. No. Wait, it's very strange because humans are naturally a very social species, I don't know. Like, we crave human interaction, we want friendships, even introverts want some sort of admiration from other people, so a parasocial relationship doesn't really make any sense, because fundamentally, social relationships, any relationships, have to be between two people. When it's only one-sided, it just fundamentally doesn't make sense because it's not a relationship. But are they good or bad? That's a question that a lot of people ask, and it's kind of a thing. It's kind of like freedom in the internet. It can be good, it can be bad. As Google Gemini said, and Gemini never lies, these relationships can range from heartless admiration to more intense and potentially harmful obsession. Examples of the bad. John Hinckley? What kind of a name is that? John Hinckley became obsessed with actress Jodie Foster after watching Taxi Driver, which I guess is a movie. His parasocial attachment led him to stalk her and ultimately attempt to assassinate President Ronald Reagan in an effort to impress her. That's insane. Obviously, the man was not normal. Like, I wouldn't do that. You hopefully would not do that. If you would, please stop watching my videos right now. This man had to be mentally deranged, but the fact that a parasocial relationship can do that to someone is insane. But it does not stop there. It gets much, much worse. A man named Ricardo Lopez developed an intense obsession with musician Bjork. That sounds like a subtitle in a cartoon of like, Bjork. That guy just got Bjorked. Anyways, when he found out she was dating someone, he became enraged, documenting his descent into madness on videotapes, and eventually sent a bomb to her home before taking his own life. That's weird. If you are like Ricardo Lopez, don't watch my videos, please. I mean, I'm pretty awesome, so I just don't want anyone getting too attached to how awesome I am and then bombing me. I feel like that's a weird way to express someone's love for someone else. It's like an elementary school kid, like a little boy liking a little girl, and he doesn't know how to process through his emotions, so he just throws a rock at her. It's like, let me rip your hair out to show you how much I love you. I did it. We're not alone here. Elementary school kids do not know how to process through those emotions. They will beat someone else up just because they like them. We don't know what this feeling is. Ricardo Lopez was just a crazed elementary school kid. That's all it was. Not good stuff. The internet is very weird. Times it's good. Obviously, we saw a massive rise in PewDiePie and all of his subscribers and viewers like actually hacking onto websites and domains and editing texts and stuff with his slogan, which is like, subscribe to PewDiePie. Eventually, he himself had to put it to death. He said, I'm stopping the subscribe to PewDiePie meme because it was getting so bad. Why? Why did this ever exist? Because it's funny, obviously, but because people had a parasocial relationship with this man. He posted videos online, people got to know him one-sided, and then they were like, I must stand up for this man at all costs. Another time it's good is buying overpriced merch or just expensive merch in general. Do you really think you'd ever buy an $80 sweatshirt from anyone unless you had a parasocial relationship with someone? Well, actually, yeah, people go to like Walmart or something or some sort of designer store and spend $300. But do you think you'd buy a sweatshirt with a picture of someone's face on it that you didn't know for $80? No. Normal people like me would not do that. I'm smart with my money. Plenty of people do have parasocial relationships with people and have enough trust to say, you know, maybe it's expensive, but I trust this guy has a good product. I want to wear his face because I'm in love with this man. Don't clip that out of context. And watching Twitch streams. First of all, you watch a Twitch stream because you have a parasocial relationship with someone. These Twitch streams are not nearly as entertaining as a well thought out, put together video like this or like any of the other ones. A Twitch stream is a much inferior form of communication and entertainment than an actual video. Yet people watch it. Why? They watch it because they have a parasocial relationship with this person, but they also have a parasocial relationship with these people because they watch the Twitch streams. They can watch a video and grow a parasocial relationship from the same creator. Watching a YouTube stream is a one-way ticket to getting a parasocial relationship with this person. According to Man Carrying Thing, how to build a parasocial relationship. Step 1, be relatable. People need to get to know enough about you to actually trust you and build a parasocial relationship. That's fundamental. Step 2, don't be too relatable. If you're too relatable, you overstep that boundary into being a normal person, and no one wants that. Step 3, be vague and don't let people know a lot. I can't let you know that I collect cards or play piano, because then you can't project your interests on me. If I'm vague and don't really tell you a whole lot about myself, you can project interest because, oh, well, this guy's a YouTuber, he's talking about things I'm interested in. He must also like martial arts and Minecraft. I don't know, things that you like. I like Minecraft, I hate martial arts. And if someone likes martial arts, I just damage the parasocial relationship. So by being vague, every single viewer will project their image of an ideal person onto the subject of the parasocial relationship, if that makes sense. I hope did I just do that? I think I actually just successfully explained that. That's insane. Step 4, never be sincere. You need protection. You need some fully enchanted prop 4 netherite armor for your parasocial relationship. If you are too sincere about things, then, you know, you basically got leather armor. Step 5, never admit weaknesses, which isn't very hard for me because I have no weaknesses. I stole that joke, by the way. I stole that joke from the video, which I'll leave a card to. I won't actually, don't click off this video. I think parasocial relationships are kind of like owning a 4-legged beast to dwell in your abode with you, otherwise known as owning a pet. Pets do nothing, they're useless, clearly inferior to humans, but plenty of people are cat people, dog people. We love our dogs, we love them. In a parasocial relationship, you have no social obligations, social cues to me, and so you can just enjoy that conversation more. You can enjoy the one-sided conversation because there's no social niceties. I mean, being social, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, takes energy, it takes effort, right? But with a parasocial relationship, it doesn't. Same with a dog, same with a cat. They love you, you love them, they have no obligations to you, you have no obligation to them except for making sure they stay alive. It's the ideal relationship for us because we're lazy and stupid, and even if we love someone, we don't want to devote time to them, we don't want to be nice to them, especially if they're annoying. You don't know what I'm like when I'm very hungry and angry. In that case, then you'd have these social obligations and grudges you hold against me, but I'm a parasocial relationship. You only know what I edit into the video, and that makes this a lot better. On that video from Man Carrying Thing on the 5 steps of building a parasocial relationship, there was this hilarious comment. I'll flash it right here. This has happened to me, okay? This has happened to me. I have built a parasocial relationship, but that I actually built parasocial relationship with some of my viewers. There's this dude who always comments on my videos and calls me GOAT. I feel like we go way back. If you're watching this right now, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for staying with me from the beginning, but I have a parasocial relationship with you now. I don't know you. All I know is that you spam the fire emoji and say GOAT a lot, and I love it. I love seeing your comments. There's this girl. She always comments on my videos, and I always look for her comment. I love you, Macy Ellen Ann. You have successfully Uno reverse carded me. You have turned the tables. I know I'm forgetting someone. I'm forgetting like 3 people, other people that I know. But regardless, you guys have pulled the Uno reverse cards on me. Congratulations. I just thought that was hilarious. So yeah, parasocial relationships. They're weird, but cool, and Sisyphus55 is like a weird philosophical YouTuber. I wouldn't recommend most of his content, but there was this one cool video, which was the internet is our collective conscience. It's a very cool idea. It's basically that our conscience is the place where we store all of our thoughts, and so if we have a collective conscience, it's where all of our thoughts go like together. The internet is a place where we can all just push our thoughts, and we can all draw from it as well. So every single time you leave a like or a comment, that is like a soft input. The hard input is something like this, like making an actual video. I put it into there and everyone can draw back out of it. You make a Reddit post, that's a hard input. You're actually giving some sort of content. You're developing something for the actual conscience for everyone to draw out of. It's a weird concept, but it is insane. The more you think about it, it makes for some really weird observations. Like a community gumbo soup, where like, indigenous tribes will like make a massive pot of soup, and then like different people will put different items of food in to like make the soup, and they'll all try from it in like one big meal. It's weird, but that's basically what the internet is. The internet is is endless soup, because obviously our consciousnesses are not connected because we invented the internet, but it is interesting that we partake in this whole thing because it's a collective conscience. I don't even know what to draw from it. It's just mind-boggling. You can go on YouTube and find absolutely anything because this is the collective conscience. There was no rhyme or reason to YouTube because this is our collective conscience. We all devote, we all take out, we never run out. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't really know what else to say, but I thought that was just really cool to think about. This is the internet we're talking about here. Why do you think we love it so much? Humans are confusing, the internet is confusing, both are cool, both suck, and as usual, it all comes down to one thing: eating pizza.